That's got it. How's everybody? Let me see if everything works. I didn't do much yesterday, so I got to do twice as much today. Okay, there's the scope. That's working great. Oh, here we go. We're in business. Okay, thought I'd go over a couple things I found in that buffalo bag. We got this new thing to talk about. Now we're going to figure out what to do with those. Let's see. Everything else looks like it's working just right. Okay, let's have fun. Scope. Nope. No. There it is. So Klesh Guitars had these guitar picks because plays guitar and stuff. He knows about these things. He says, "There's a PV pick out there. Give me a PV pick." So I ordered some, and for a month and a half they're on back order. Well, the hell it is. Cancel that. That took another couple of weeks to get my $7 back. I found some more online. So look, we got picks. I used to play through a PV combo amp back in the day. Yeah, these are fine manufacturers and purveyors of musical electronic equipment. They do stuff. I don't know. I don't have a guitar. I have guitar picks though. I'm pretty excited about that. That's right. Move over, Clash. There's a new sheriff in town. Okay. Now what do I do with the darn thing? Clash wanted me to sign one and send him one, so I'm going to send one to Clash. That'll be good. Look, I got blue too. In case you don't like purple, we got blue. Yeah. Now my cousin Steve, he plays music. He plays like a freaking machine. He's nuts with it. He's like a music god. He plays everything, and he knows what this is. But his father David also played. My uncle Dave, and he took the logo here and put it on these boards. 1.5 wide, 6-8 inches tall, so we could post them on the way to camp because my uncle, it's David's younger brother, he had a place up on Scudic Lake in Maine. This lake is 2-3 miles wide, 7-8 miles long. Great lake, good fish. Best trout in the world is when it comes out of that lake. You clean it on the dock, and then cook it right there. I mean, it goes from living to in your stomach in 10 minutes. That's fresh. The only way to get it fresher is dive in and catch it with your mouth. That's a fresh fish. Anyway, that's Uncle Victor's camp. And to get there, you got to take all these fire roads, right? All around the lake. So, you skip 1, take 2, skip 3. Well, that was kind of hard to remember that. So we just put up signs everywhere you had to, turn. You put a sign up either on the left or on the right, which way you got to go, and you could find your way in real easy. And that was the PV manufacturing logo. We're not relation here. There's Chris's World Coin Dragons here. V Coins Canada, Amanda. Geocaching. Use them in caches. I don't know. I figured, how about we sell the darn things, right? But I'll send the money to SJ for the Coins for Kids project. That might be fun. Why not? Okay, let's see. Did those buffaloes. Where are we here? That's it. And we found this in the buffaloes. I'm pretty stoked about it. You got a nice little lamination here going from Liberty through his head diagonally. Do I have a stick? I'm not ready. I haven't been in pointy stick mode in a couple of days. Man, this desk, oh God. You goof off for just a couple of days and this desk will go to hell and back. Let me set that over here. Okay, check out the wonderful lamination up here. Hell, the L is gone. Goes down through his face, right through there. And check that out. That's not an 8, that's a 6. Now what makes this one's kind of special, besides it being a 6, it's a 1926 S. Ta-da! So this is the key for the series, for the Buffalo series, and it's in pretty decent shape here. We got 3/4 horn. There's a little ding right up here. There's black steel. Good to see you. Oh no, I ain't touching that one. No, touch it. Go ahead and touch it. It's okay. You know you want to. So this was in that bag of wheats, and this is probably $75, $80 coin in its condition right now. I'd give it not quite VF. I'd like to see a little bit more horn. and that little scratch isn't doing anything, but this is not a scratch. Well, how did that get in there? Okay, well, sometimes, you mistake the 6 for an 8. I've seen that a lot. People say, hey, what's this? Is this a valuable coin? No, that's a 1928S. The design on the 8 is totally different than the 6. The bottom's taller, and the left side here, there's a big indent. Very nice. What a score. Yeah, I like that one. I probably have 10 coins out of that sack. That's, $200 plus. Pulled out some 14s. There's 15, 15D, a 14S, 21S, 23S's, several of them. Some better grades, getting into VF. Pretty stoked. And into late 30s, they get real nice. I got an AU in there. It's just, dude, it looks wonderful. Haven't been in a pointy stick mood lately. Here it is. Here it is. We got a pointy stick. There it is. So we can say, hey, look. But I thought I'd point out the rarity of these. There is less than 900,000 minted, and they're affordable in these lower grades. If $75 is affordable. But in the, good, of course, you can barely see the date. As we run in all around the rim. Geez, I got almost a clean rim here, except for up here at Liberty. And just RTY. Alrighty, that ain't too bad. And over here, look, that's a sharp rim all the way around, except for right in here. VF, you like to see a sharp rim all the way around. Okay, the two edges here at F and S might still be, kind of run in. But in general, that's a pretty decent one. Gosh, if it weren't for this, yeah, that'd be a real sweetheart. This probably be a $100 coin, except for that bit right there. No fooling. They snatch them up. Now, PCGS gives them a surviving estimate population of 11,000, and I suspect they dropped to zero somewhere. 11,000? 1926? Yeah, it's a little heavy, I think, for 900. You probably still have 10% remaining, which would be, around 90,000. Yeah, I figure they dropped the date on that. Imagine much more wear on that date. You can imagine a pile of wear on that date. The whole bag is like this. The whole bag. I got, where is it? We had 255, and this is what did not make the cut. Oh, these are what I called, and really that's not 2 dozen. So 90% of these are. This is what has, scratches or, oh, look, that one right there. And I cut a hole in the bag. There you go. It said full date, but I got some of these, not too many. Not quite full date. That's a partial date. That's a 1925. You get some scratches there across his head, as you can see. This is from the hunt. There you go. That one on the back, that's not too visible. But over on the front, okay, that is. And this is, this is like the cull of the batch. I had a couple of just nasty ones, a couple of dogs. Well, you're going to get that. All right, there it is. There's a dog. Geez, the condition's not bad. Let's see if we can get in there and have a look at what the heck that is. You got, Christ. If it wasn't a dog, it'd be the best part of fine and then some. Let's sharpen that up. Ta-da! Look, the rim is solid all the way around this thing. That'd be VF, F plus at least. And what was the date on that one? 1918. But it's, caked with crap. You can see the difference over here. That's the 26S on the right. This was the 25, the partial date, and that's a 19. It's a dog. But hey, do you have a 1918? Yeah, I thought that was a good score. So anyway, CJ is doing some stuff. He's putting together, the grading scale. And I'm going to send that to him. And maybe we'll dress that up a little better. Make it right and tight. Give him, something worthwhile. Maybe throw in one of these things. Hello, Mr. Friends. Oh, my friend, Mr. Ken. It's Coin Hunter Lopez. Hey, Lopez. Was that you with the bicentennial quarter? I bet you. I shut down the email. If it was, I was just, something crunched it. Pair of pliers, perhaps, that got jammed or smashed with something heavy. Layla's here. Layla, look what I found. Look at, look at, look at. Some people get excited about these things. But geez, if you want to grab up an affordable rarity, I mean, geez, come on, these things, you're looking at 1.5 to 2 on the rarity scale on these. Less than a million made, and probably about 100,000 surviving specimens, and you can still get them for 15, 20 bucks. No fooling. That's the key date. There are other dates that are more expensive, believe it or not, even though they're higher in uh, mintage, like the Type 1 and Type 2, the 13s, for example. Well, you got to have one of everything, I suppose. Hey, Mike, how are you? Thanks for sharing. Catch up over here. I'm trying to pay more attention to chat. Yep. So I got these. What can we do with these things? I figured, sell them off and support SJ's Coins for Kids thing. I think it'd be a start. But if you want to have fun, you can play tiddlywinks with them. Look at that. Oh. You just press the side and it goes ding. That used to be a great game when I was 4. Then I had to pick them up one day, and it wasn't that fun anymore. We never played it again. We threw them things out. We fed them to the gerbil, or the guinea pig or something. Have you found any more great coins? All kinds of them. All kinds of them. I was just showing this off. I probably ought to do a short video just on the 26S. It's a peach. But I'm over here cleaning the desk, I was looking for Klesh's pick, and I found something over here. Where the hell did that go? What's that? No, that's not it. What is that? No, that's not it. It's gone. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's what it is. Now I remember. I gotta figure that one out. That's that silver Ike that Manta gets set in. That's a pretty slick one. But, oh, geez, don't drop it, damn it. That's that silver Ike. I mean, beautiful shape. Got a little couple spots of toning over here, but it's also a double dial burst. You can see it over here in the date, and In God We Trust. So figured out the catalog number for my 1959. It was verified correct this evening. Outstanding. Amy, have I got one here? Free girl Amy Smith. That's her. You see her right over there. She does, well, she's been doing lately, these Canadian pennies. I might have one here. What's that? There's one. Oh, I have no cards. I'm not ready. This desk is a disgrace. Okay, she's got these Canadian pennies she's been talking about. This is one of them right here. Here's that buffalo right beside it. They're big. They're brown. They're beautiful. Okay, there. That's your Canadian large cents. You got Victoria and her son, grandson on them things, right? You get a standard design on all of them with the maple leaf wreath. What is it? 1892. That's got some wood on it. You get the same issues on those that you do on U.S. coins. Ooh, but these are also incredibly affordable. There we go. I can show that one off. Again, you've got low mintage on these. 1992. What's the date? Come on, show up. 1892. There it is. What's the mintage on that, Amy? Because she's been talking about them, telling you stories, and she found one that stands right out. Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick. Canada, 1892. No, 1982. No, that's 1892. They made 1.2 million of these. That's it. 1.2 million, and they're out there. You get them for good prices, and they're getting a lot of attention. I asked her if she would be interested in doing a live stream during the coin seminar that's coming up, and she was all over it. Well, good, because she tells a good story. She tells it well. There we go. And she got, you don't need much for coins to show off. Well, good. And they're under, they're ignored, right? Low value or low population. You still have low values, and they're out there. They're available. You've got striking beauty on these things. We'll flip that over. You can see what we're talking about. Okay, here she is. Now this is probably in fine condition. What's wrong with her face? Boy, she looked pissed off. That's no way to go through life. Poor thing. Great coins. But you have dye varieties on there, errors, the same things you have in United States coins. Uh, Canada, 1859. All these people did was hunt beaver and evade the Mounties. You figure that's what they did. Okay, and defeat France or fight England, one or the other. A little bit of that, and they're wonderful coins. They really are. They've got all the distinction and all the detail you'd expect from a North American coin in the mid 19th century or late 19th century in this case. But a lot of years they did not make any. A lot of these years they made very few. I mean, less than 2 million, less than a million. Kind of what you do. You could make a collection on that year alone. Oh yeah, just 1859. You've got hundreds probably of different varieties. I made 10 million now. Amy will tell you all this during the seminar, but I'll give you an idea. Let's go to a website here. Here's the screen. There's the screen. I come over here. Nothing's on here. Coins and Canada. And this will probably slow it up, but I don't care. It's 2:30 in the morning. We'll be okay. Coins and Canada. Real easy to remember. You can find it over there. Here's a picture of Lizzie right here in the front. And you go to Canadian coins, a little pop-up menu will drop, and then you pick price guides and values. You're going to find everything you need there. There's price guides. It'll tell you how to grade the darn things. But you got to watch the prices. Let's see, 1882, 1892 is what I got, and that's a 1 cent. And there's a 5 cent around here on this desk here somewhere. We'll look at that. I'll open up at a new window. Okay, it's going to have an ad, so let's stop that from loading any further. There, that'll stop. And a probably red line here. Nope, we're still yellow. The key thing to remember, the key point on this entire site is all the values are in Canadian currency. So if it says, 20, you're going to multiply by 0.75 and it's more like $15. Okay, 1859, you've only got a few varieties listed. There's a brass one. Dude, you got one of those? You're paying your light bill this month, guaranteed. Right? There's narrow 9, there's a wide 9, there's a 9/8. You see the little arrows? That's a neat one because that determines the axis of an alignment for these dies. Now the Canadians usually got to go, flip them side to side. American coins, you flip them top over bottom. Well, they got some that are kind of screwed up because the guy was probably drunk on that Eskimo moonshine. And well, you got some that are axis aligned like medallions, like the normal Canadian coins, and some are coin alignment like the U.S. coins. You got double punch 9s. You name it, it's in there. Good Lord. She had a low 9. And there's all kinds of varieties in there. But you can look at these prices. Some of these are, dude, they get in there. Right? You're talking 4 or 5 digits, some of these. This goes up to AU. 1859, they made, the hell they make? 10 million of the darn things. I want to find, how did I get to this page? I don't know. Okay, oh, that's how. I only clicked on that one. I'll find 1882. That's going to be in here. So we can show you the mintage. And that's, the prices are darn affordable on some of these. I mean, $7.90, right? Your narrow 9 is going to be pretty common. You can get those, but that's in American dollars. You get up to EF, $20 Canadian, 15 bucks US. They're still affordable. Okay, let's find this 1882 real quick. Is that what 1892? 1892, and you're going to look at the chin, and it'll tell you what it is. And this is an obverse number 3. And we decided it was fine. Here it comes. Wait for it, wait for it. But you can go down this side and they'll tell you, show you her nose, show you her chin, show you her smile line. Yeah, you might want to skip that part. She's not much to look at. It has a list of errors and varieties that are known. Now, if you have an error variety, you can join the site. Oh, let's see. Where the hell is it? Somewhere in here is a join. Discussion, links, glossary. I don't know, but you can join the site. Much like, joining Facebook or joining YouTube, and send in, submit new dye varieties that you might find. Because there's no guarantee we found everything. Let's see, mintage in 1892 is 1.2 million, and that's for all 3 varieties, obverse 2, 3, and 4. All right, 95% copper, 4% tin, and 1% zinc. So you get a little more tin than the U.S. pennies at the time, the Indian cents. Non-magnetic. There you go. And you got small leaves, so they can compare this to your other, say your 1891s, and see if you got a small leaf variety. It's a good resource, real handy resource, because they do have. Oh, where'd it go? Show me these varieties. You can pop these open. It'll just give you a little picture of what they're talking about right here on site. It's handy. And Amy will tell you all about that stuff. Let me click this so it doesn't scroll. There. I'm going to come back to here so I can see the chat. I'm redlined. Home. Okay, I stopped and restarted. I'm going to grab beer and chips. See? She's Canadian. I swear it. I just thought the die crack looked cool. A lot of neat things about these Canadian coins. They record these die cracks far more than on U.S. coins, but you have a far smaller population of these die cracks. Because, you're talking 1.2 million. How many 1914D Lincoln cents did they make? And that's like a popular. That would be a common large cent over here. These are hugely underappreciated. Wait for it. You add 1 million new collectors to this hobby over the next few years, and you're going to see those prices are going to, they have to go up. There's no way to keep them down. You got to watch out because there's a lot of these that just beat on, man. These Canadians, they didn't care about their coins. They cared about beaver pelts and canoes and beer. Dude, these coins took a pounding. But there's some good looking ones out there, man. You can find them. Just keep hunting. Sometimes you get them in the foreign coin lots at the dealer. There she is. And if you can, get the ones with all the lines up here. Those are going to be few and far between. How come? Because they didn't care about their coins. They're going to take it to the store and spend it on beer. There it is. That's the Great White North in action. That's right. Dude, it's cold up there. I still need to sleep at some point. No, you don't. Go to the beer store for a 2-4 or 40 or fort. Back in the day, I worked in a restaurant, and the big thing back then, because there's always the one store that's close to the restaurant on the way home, and it was a hot kitchen. So you hit the store on the way home, you picked up what they had, right? You get a 6-pack of Narragansett. It's like swill. Like if you squeezed a skunk and bottled it, that would be Narragansett. Maybe if you added a few hops, but that's about it. Water it down some. That'd be Narragansett beer. And then you get a 40 of Molson, and you stick that between your legs when you're driving to keep your balls cooled off. Because man, that was a hot kitchen. Tequila. Okay, let's have some beer. Whatever you like, baby. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I recommend getting into these. They're affordable. They're still out there. They can be had. And they're delightful. Can you take an order for wheats to get another big bag? Yeah. How much for how many? $50 per 1,000. And I probably need to order a bag on Monday. All right, get another piece. We'll start new notes. I set my pile of notes off to the side. Get going from there. Okay, wheats. Mike Badger. There we go. And I'm going to order them, and when they come here, make sure everybody's sold off and, you know, stuff, and then we'll send invoices out. Colt 45 was a 40 ounce of choice in the Wonder Years. Yeah, they didn't carry Colt 45. They had Molson. It's Maine. They have Molson. It's like part of Canada, kind of. Well, actually, part of Maine was part of Canada before the Aroostook War, back in the way back in the day. Nobody died in that. Why is it called a war? Nobody died, but it's a war. Okay, it's the Aroostook War. You can find it. Come on, it's Canada versus the United States. I think they just threw rocks at each other over the stream. Oh, you dumb Yank! That's what it was. Yeah, Frenchie. Yep. So what do I do with these pics? Could I use them in other ways? How can we promote something that needs to be promoted? I think we'll stick one in the what do you call it? The seminar giveaway, because we got to start talking about the seminar, right? Seriously, there's a lot we can do. Ricer's contacting some publishers to try to get some giveaways, or at least we're going to get some attention drawn for this upcoming seminar, and that'll be handy. And I've got some things up my sleeve, but we got to get together, everybody who's doing that, and start organizing. We have a month and a half now. We organized that last one quick. I mean, we had a month and scurrying to get it all done, so it's coming up fast. November 9 to 12. When I started attending the ballet over there, Coin Dragon, at the Canadian Ballet, Export Ale and Brador. They threw snowballs and hockey pucks. That's what they did. I got your beaver! Ha ha! No, we surrender. Well, they were French, a lot of them. I don't know how it ended up, but we got all the potatoes. They got the beaver, we got the potatoes. I'm thinking, what are you thinking? Anyway, we got these things. Maybe the biggest contributor to a big show one week. We'll get one out, or add one to the big show. Maybe if you contributed to the big show and won it, that might be a neat way to do it. Because, we could promote the big show with those. Why not? But I can't sell the logo. Can't use the logo unless I contact PV. But they say, no, get your own damn logo, PV. Okay. I give these away. I can sell the pics. These pics are mine, but I'm not selling the logo. Logos on the pics. It's like selling, something with a logo on it. You're so funny, Mr. Ken. Damn it, ref, blow the whistle. Yep. And one guy, apparently during the Aroostook War, put on his skates and came down the river and he's got a hockey stick and he just smacked everybody in the head. He just came by. Puck, 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 puck. Yep, and the ref blew his whistle. Half the guys on one side of the war, we got like a 3-minute penalty box. It wasn't a long war. When I started attending the ballet, were you watching the ballet or were you like dancing in it? Because I'm thinking seeing Coin Dragon in a tutu isn't something that really I want burned into my memory. I love Benny Hill. You're doing right. Okay, we got the coin seminar. We gotta get that cracking. Coin seminar weekend. I gotta get something with these pics. And then we gotta, then there's these pics. This is the stuff we pulled out of that Buffalo box. Right? These are the pics. That doesn't include the regular coins, which were just plain decent. These are the ones that are worth, more than a buck. They go from anywhere from 3 to a bunch. What's this one? Let's see. 1937D. I gotta pull out a dull one. 1937. Yeah, but it's really good shape, 1937. A couple of 1938 Ds. Bunches of those. They're kind of a better date. What's this? Okay, mostly 30s. but they're great shape. I mean, some of these are getting into XF. I had 14s and such. I'm not ready. And there were two that I pulled out that were nickel-dated. And they're in the fun pile. What's this? That's at 23. Is that the S? Scope. There's no S on that. Why do I have this out? Well, I don't know why I have this out, but there it is. Oh, I bet you it was one of those clashes. Yeah, we found a few clash dies. So this is the chin of Big Chief there. That's a clash. Kind of a neat spot. Kind of bold. We had some of those teams. What's that one? What's this one? 1920 D. Yeah, full date my ass. No matter. We had a few good ones. 20S. Lots of mint marks in these. I was quite happy. We get a mint mark on that. See that? I had a 1923 S I found. That's a 1923, and it's not quite a full date, but it's kind of close. But I had to look and see. Yeah, maybe below 5 cents. There's a mint mark in there. Yeah, that's a freaking 1923S. Okay. It's close to only being a 1923, but there are bunches of these. So I'm going to play with those and put together some groups and get them ready, because a lot of people are going to like these full dates. We'll get rid of the junky ones. You know, we'll put together how many can fit in a pound or something. We'll get a couple of hundred to work with. Yep. That was a stand-up bag. We got this home. Yeah, I found for my needs, this is the way I do it. I don't bother to fold these over. I just put this sticker on, or this slip on one side, and it'll stand up, and I can get to them easily, and they don't bounce out. A lot of times you fold these things in half, and for a little while they want to, you know, open up, and I got to get them out of the way. I got to do something with them, so I just set them off to the side and go with it. Okay, we're gonna order a bag of wheats. We got. I have to get more flips already. I can tell you that too, because damn, all those buffaloes need to go into. All these need to go into individual flips. Well, this is what I got picked out for me. After, this is what I grabbed for my needs. Now I get the rest counted up, but I've already sold off half of those in what, 3 days? Time to get more, because I'm going to need a lot of these. Oh, that's what we're going to do next. I want to do this. Somebody was asking about in-use doubling. Okay, this has to go. And I thought I'd practice that. I need a, I'll put this in here. Look, I got a pick box. That's a box of picks. And that's a box of picks. Huh, how does that work? Okay, in-use doubling. I got to get with CJ and decide if I got stuff for that. Are the blue ones low mintage? I suspect they are. But I've got 24 surviving specimens of each. Okay, let's see if we can make this work, and we do it with lighter or darker to make this work best. Where's that can? All right, let's make a coin. Where'd it go? There it is. It's 2 a.m. here. It's 2:43 over here. All right, that's close enough. All right, here, these are raised. All right, so this would be the equivalent of the die used to produce in-use lettering. All right, there's your in-use lettering. Okay, so if that die was doubled, right, what would that do to the letters? Okay, and now I'm going to flip it over, and rather than this be the coin, the incused letters, we're going to use this side, and it's going to be, we're going to make the die. This is the die, and this is the hub. We're going to make incused letters, which would be raised on the die. Nope, didn't work. There. So on the die, they're raised. Just like that, they're raised. Got it? So if I were to double the die on the raised letters, what's that going to do to the letters? It's going to make them thinner. Did that work? Yeah, that should work. It's going to make them thinner, because the existing design is what is altered after, on the second hubbing. So these are actually going to be a little bit thinner if the die is doubled with incused letters. Let's see if we can do that better, because these are hard to see. Where's that? Have I got a piece of paper here? Look at all kinds of pieces of paper. Can we see this under the scope? What happens? Scope. There you go. They've been pressed down. They've been flattened. The existing raised devices on the second hubbing were crushed. So the raised devices, which would be incused lettering, are going to be reduced. What are you looking for? Oh, there's CJ. See, we're doing an incuse double die right now. We're just practicing, see if that can be done, and we can kind of do it, because this would be the equivalent of the die used to produce incused lettering, and that would be the equivalent of the die used, of the hub used to create the die for incuse. We tried it, and it worked pretty damn good. I press that in. Now I'm pressing too hard. I'm just getting a brand new. Let's try that. There, see? The existing design was squished flat when it was hubbed the second time. So yeah, your incuse lettering is going to be smaller as a result. Hiya, incuse versus relief. Yeah, it's all backwards, right? The die is backwards from the coin is backwards from the die, the hub is the same as the coin. So if I get incuse letters on the hub, it'll be raised letters on the die and incuse on the coin. Just like that. Ta-da! Oh yeah, we're getting miles out of these things. We're getting good mileage. Did you see what I got? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Scope. No, look. That's a 1926 S buffalo nickel that came out of that sack of buffaloes. I'm pretty happy with it. Go with it. So also we will need a nickel grading scale, because buffaloes, they're hard to grade. Stupid question, probably because I'm really tired. Why would the mint ever use incused lettering? It preserves the design longer. They show up. Remember the buffalo nickels? How that has it's not obtuse, a raised relief on the letters, but it's one of the highest points, so it wears down first. And you've seen, I'm sure you've seen incused letters on coins. Here's an example of incused letters on coins. Here you go. So I know you've seen it. But there are examples of these shield cents with its incused letters, and they're thinner, and people are trying to figure out what's going on. Also, you get them on the quarters. All right, around all those ATB and state quarters, well, the ATBs in particular. But what do you look for? thinner. Of course, you're not going to see a thing on this. It's too damn bright. But it happens. So if you got MD, right, on your regular coins, on the raised devices, it's going to, MD will make the letters thinner. That MD on InQ's letter, it's backwards. It's going to make them wider. Right? You follow me there? Let's say, here we go, we'll flip that over. There is the raised letter on the die, which would be InQ's on the coin. Right? Just like that. Now, if I have MD, that's the coin, it's going to increase the thickness of that depression. Well, that doesn't make sense. It's the opposite. Lettered edge coins, also InQ's, absolutely. You get those go back, 200 plus years. I'm already working on a nickel scale. It won't be long. Yeah, put together the whole darn batch. We'll sell them right here for you. We'll get you some orders, perhaps. I think they're handy. Finding a good way to store them. You ready? Those currency holders. That would be nuts if you could make a lettered colored die for. Wow. That would be damn near impossible. That'd be difficult. Yep, if you could do a lettered collar. National parks have it. Yep. Oh, the gold coins, the gold 5 eagles from back in the day. Around 100 years ago. Hinged. Maybe you could do it with like 3 pieces, but that's going to be very difficult. I'm going to leave that to CJ. He's the 3D printer wizard guy. And anytime I need some 3D printing wizardry, we call CJ in. Good night, my friends. You take it easy, Coin Hunter Lopez. You stay groovy. Get yourself some rest. Yeah. Man, these are such handy tools. We got them other ones. Where'd they go? Yeah. See, these don't quite have it. I'd like to see, get ready, a single letter like P, D, or S. Because these are so close. But if I had a solid one, a solid letter, or a hollow letter, I'd be able to show off what I'm talking about so much better, right? Like if the F was missing, or if only the F was seen. So this, all the rest of this be gone. Like just the J, or just the C, just a raised letter. Which I've been doing it this way. That's what I need. Or the inverse of that. FU? What? Let's clean up all this. I've been swearing a lot lately. I got on Facebook and did a lot of political postings. I think I've driven off all of my opponents. I might be able to rough something out in a blender. Why not? Orange peels. I'm thinking that's what you need. All right. I'm going to get this away because I got a fan over there blowing cool air on me. Dropped letters. How would you do a dropped letter? Ooh, yeah, that would be the same darn thing, just a solid letter, right? A dropped letter over here in the die, right? You get some crud, gets in there. You've seen those grease-filled dies. Crud gets in these and fills it up, and then you can't, make another coin, or can't make that design because it's all filled up. On the coin, it's flat. But every now and then, that crud falls out. So you have just an N floating around, or just, an S floating around, and it lands on the coin, lands on the planchet, right? So there's your coin. But you have this extra S sticking out, and it's a solid S, so it's going to fill that. There you go. So it's incuse. See the way that happens? Because it's a solid piece. And effectively, it's a struck through devices. Struck through a dropped letter. So these are raised, right? But the piece that was in there that blocked it fell out, got struck, and it's sunken. I bet I could get them. Do you have any specs on the collar? About this big around. A little bit bigger than the planchet, just a little bit. It's been great. I have so much to say, but I don't want to piss people off. Yeah, the best way to destroy a video channel is get into politics. Facebook, let them have it, man. Let them have, let it rip. Leave the hate on Facebook where it belongs. I perfected the dies, including the key edge and serial number. Key edge. What's the key edge? I do not understand that term. Key edge and serial number. Yep, not saying anything on here. Just Facebook. Oh, let them have it. Let them have it on Facebook. I would yell at my mother on Facebook. That's the way you do it. I think I have yelled at my mother on Facebook. Your food is so bad, man. People get sick before they eat it. Flat edge where they put the key in to mount. Put the key in to mount the die. Oh, that. The Woodruff key. There it is. Look at a bolder example on that one. That's the flat edge. See that? So when they put that into the holder, which is a round holder, and then they go through that round thing with a set screw, tighten it right up so it can't move, it can't budge around. But from time to time it will, and spins around, does all kinds of things, and you have that rotated die. I yell at her anyways. She won't go on Facebook. That's good. Keep her where she belongs, in the 60s. Try to mess with her all the time. She won't even go for it. No fun. Yeah, what can you do? Oh, this one, this is neat. You see the pieces missing. This is where his head, his printer head, fell off. It fell onto the piece here. But you can see what he's talking about with the 25% fill, because it's not really solid. It's just mostly solid, but that's the 25% fill. Kind of a honeycomb sort of thing inside that. Works great. I'll shoot you an email, CJ. There you go. Okay, so that's another thing I want to talk about was incuse doubling. So we get everything we need to show that. I'll do a short one, a 5 or 10 minute video where I can show that off better. It's Quasi, good thing you're here. We're just about to get rumbling over here, man, free girl. She was just a babe in the 60s. She was just 17, if you know what I mean. Yep, when she had me. Somebody else was, when she had somebody else, I guess. I'm talking dirty. Stop it. All right, let's put that out. Let's see. I got to get through these buffaloes. I still got bunches of wheats to get through. Good Lord. We got packages to open. Let's look in the package box. Where'd it go? It was here, I swear. What's that bag? There's more things. Oh, God. I'm running low on Halloween candy. There we go. We got one from Shay Hoffmaster. We got to open that up. Yummy. There's always good stuff in those. There was another one came in. Lemon. Is it in here? Lemon sent a t-shirt for the big show. She needs a date. I'm too old for her. Lemon. What? Sent a t-shirt. And it's a large. So we'll have to figure that out. Would this be better on the big show or for Coin Seminar Weekend? I bet that would be the thing. What have I been missing here, for Pete's sake? We're just talking. I'm catching up on stuff. We got a bunch of buffaloes we went through, and I put them all away so we can't really look at them and see what they were until, unless I take them all out again. Jesus, looks like the buffaloes. Yeah, you can go through stacks of, but this is what we have left that wasn't picked out. This is the good stuff. We got the culls, weren't that many, and then we got the beauties are up here in a box. And there still ain't nothing wrong with these. You think you should go for the big show? Well, the big show's a good promo for everybody. Yeah, we'll let the seminar take care of itself. Yeah, and we're also talking about seminar and ideas that need to be brought out. Oh, and start getting the word out to everybody. Hey, man, we got the seminar coming up November 9 through 12. Because we got to make that happen. I think I'll do a something that weekend. We need to do a thingy. What do you call it? Coin Jeopardy. I've been promising to do that for weeks. Just ain't had the time. Let me get the clay out of my fingernails. It always bothers me having clay inside my fingernails. There. Got that. Yeah, we'll do it on the big show. Whoa. What was that? I need to get work on my stuff. If you haven't done a show, just what you've been doing, Free Girl Amy Smith put together what, 3 now? I think it is. 3 different videos talking about Canadian cents, Canadian large cents, and they're good. They're informational. She gets right into it. How you present it there is just right. Am I drinking coffee? Pretty much coffee. I'm just into it. Have you got your package yet? Probably a week ago. I hope so. I heard Friday that 50 million Facebook accounts got hacked. Was anyone affected? No. Just that's 50 million more people I got to bitch at. Yes, I did. Outstanding. But you know, I got my 10 megapixel microscope and my desktop computer's crashed. Hit it with a hammer, man. You got to do that at least once a week. Keep it nervous. You know, make sure it knows who the boss is. I smash mine every 3 days, at least. If you're not keeping up with it, it's going to just, you know, get away from you. I sent some harsh messages to, well, everybody. You name it. The computer gets screwed up, I yell at Trump. It's not a problem. I've sent hate mail to the British Prime Minister because Microsoft screwed up on my computer. Doesn't matter. I just need an address. That's all. Anybody. They're all good. I think I sent Queen Elizabeth something about it. Look, this is your fault, woman. And she's, you know, she sent a nice letter back. Sorry, I can't respond right now. I'm at my summer home. Okay, dear. Excuse me. You ever inhale your coffee? I almost snarfed. That's when the coffee comes out your nose. I blame Canada. Hey, there's a guy in like Saskatchewan. I found his email address. I don't know who he was, but he got just the most shameful letter. He won't talk to me. I don't know who he is. He never talked to me before, but it was pretty shameful what I said to him about his mother. But just because, you know, Windows crashed. I'm headed for bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. Yeah, I'm probably getting ready for that too. Tell you the truth. Yeah, there's only so much. Good Lord, I will never get this all cleaned up. Never. It's impossible. Look at this stuff. It just goes on and on. There's more up here. Don't even ask about this mess. Don't do it. Yeah, got to go through all this stuff. Well, there's only one of me and so many coins. They said you had to log in to again to start. Windows? Oh, they got this new thing on Windows when the computer dies for a few minutes because you're in the other room making spaghetti and you come back and come on, it doesn't let you. You have to load this jump. Oh, the hell with it. They got some new thing. You have to answer this poll. I don't want to answer your poll. Better go straight to it when you load. I've been sorting 1909 to 1919s. You getting good mint marks in that, Marty? I hate Windows 10. Well, that's all we got. You can switch to Linux, but then none of your stuff is going to work. You have to open, Windows in a different segment, and then you can run your printer and stuff, and your mouse, and God knows what else. I miss flying toaster screensavers. I don't think I saw the flying toaster. I had the one where it would just, move a picture around. No Linux. I'd rather have a Mac. Very good payback. Outstanding. Check those 1909s. You have a pile of die varieties. 1919, that's great for woods. 1909 is good for woods. 1914 is good for woods. That's why you keep Windows 7 Pro 64-bit. I'm old, still running XP. Dude, that is so 90s. Late 90s, maybe early zeros. Yep. If I had my choice, Windows 2000 Pro was top notch. I think it worked okay. Not so much blue screen of death. Finding a lot of woodies, says Marty. Outstanding. We'll put them up. We'll take a look at them over in the Coin Up group. Yep, this is Coins After Dark. And really, I don't know where to get started with all the crap up here. God. No, I get overwhelmed sometimes, and I just walk away and cook supper or something. I still have a disk of Windows 95 in it. I got, when I moved up to a hard drive, I was able to load DOS into the hard drive. I was man, it was so nice because I didn't have to put in, 4 disks every single time I wanted to do something. It was a 20 megabyte Seagate, and it was like the size of, a 1950s TV. I mean, it was this bread box of a thing. Now I got this little thing. Where, I don't know, it's on the other side of the computer, right? Looks like this. Looks like a scale. Plugs in, solid state, stores all my data, unplugs to USB, one of them removable drives. It's like $100. More data on there than the space shuttle could ever dream of having. I use XP still for some games. I play backgammon sometimes. I'm pretty simple. I'm easy to entertain. I wonder what I'm running for Windows. Let's see, where would I find out? And it's for that Windows 10 or something. Let's try a Windows program. View. No, that doesn't help me. No. How about this? What's that? What's this? Oh, I bet you that'll tell me. Help about Notepad. I'm running Windows 10. Copyright this year. Well, I've had the computer for longer than this year. I wish it would stop seizing all my computer space and updating and then screwing stuff up. Who made that thing when I worked for Best Buy and Intel gave you stuff for earnings? Always wait for the second round of new stuff. Look, we got 1 million new collectors coming into the hobby the next few years. 1 million. What do we need to do to get ready for that? What sort of information do we have to get in place so these people are, lined up and ready to go, and they don't have to take, so darn long like we did to figure out what the heck they're doing with with all these darn coins. E-learning. We need to put together a curriculum. Yeah. Now, seminar is a start, but that's all it is a start. That's kind of a big promo, so we can, get people to get over here all at once. But still, we had a lot of people came in from that last seminar weekend. How many are we going to get on this one? Because yet some of these channels are getting, I mean, hundreds and hundreds of views. A curriculum. Yeah, we can work on that. Develop some sort of plan. Just come up with an idea and just throw some other ideas kind of connected to that, and then just take the best ones and expand on those. What are pennies for? What are they for? These are nickels. I can't see a darn thing through the plastic though. But I got pennies over here. Here's a stack of wheats. I've not gone through these yet. I could spend hours. It takes me months to go through a bag of wheats if I got to do them all myself. Months, literally. There's no way. Dude, I got so much going on. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. There is no way I can go through 5,000 wheats. What's that? That looks like doo-doo. Doo-doo. Thinking about getting updated. Don't do it, man. Nothing's going to work right again. Is that a lamb? Or is that a dam? That's a lamination, it looks like, right up there. Oh, good. That's a neat one. Wee. Nothing on the back. But, I mean, I take a 2-hour show and we go through, 100 pennies. Dude, it's kicking my butt trying to do these all on screen, but people are learning a lot. That's the thing. A lot of it's just routine, repetition. You learn by rote, and every now and then you add just one more bit of learning to it. Each time you do it, you learn a little bit more. What you got there, 53D? I don't see anything on that D. It takes me so long to go through pennies. Yeah, but they're so darn cheap. You can go through a box of pennies and it's 25 bucks. Come on. I bought a 10-pound log of hamburger. I think it was 28 bucks. All right. I get to go through those and take them back. The log, I go through that in a couple of weeks. Then it goes through me. That's the great part about the hobby here. I mean, if you go through a box of pennies and you pull out 100 of them, it costs $1. Seriously, it's $1. What do you get when you pull out $1's worth of pennies? You get something like this. Let's see. I gotta clean this up. Ooh, this is why I love the zips. You can just close them and they're out of the way. Those zipper bags. Home. There. Zippers. Open them up. Just shut them. They last a good while. You reuse them. All right, just write on them with a pen. Scribble it out and write it again. Okay, what do you got here? This is stuff I picked off my desk, picked out of rolls. I don't know what it is, but this is the stuff that I've taken the time to actually label in some way. What the heck's this? 1944S, MM. I can't even read that. Let's look at it. Oh, it's a penny. Oh, good. 1944S, MM, mint mark style number 5, MS64. Really? Okay, probably. Let's look at that, see what the hell we're talking about. Scope it. 1944S. Yeah. That's the bigger mint mark. Some of these years got more than one style of mint mark. Yeah, that one looks the closest to the 1943. I found coin karma about 6 months ago. That sent me to everybody else, but have collected all my life. Metal detected a lot here during winter time. During the winter? Where are you from? You must be down south. They don't do a lot of metal detecting up north in the middle of winter. Just the ground's frozen, dude. You ain't getting in there. Yeah, that's just a mint mark style. But you got to have all these if you want a full collection, right? Well, these are the pennies I've been saving for a long time, says Quasi. Probably over 10,000 pennies to sort through to keep me busy during the winter. I'm in touch. $44S. Yeah, that's a good S. See anything else on this? I think I just picked this out because it was in better shape. That looks like a fingerprint over there. Mobile, Alabama. Okay. About 4 hours west of me. I'm in between Tallahassee and Jacksonville. What's up there at the tip of that wheat? I want to know. What's going on with the E? Okay, that one's a little contact mark. That wiggle? That looks like mint. That's a die crack trying to form off the tip of that weed eater. Alright, how's the EPU look? That looks fine. Good Lord, I hope he doesn't drive a standard. Who, me? Yeah, that's a good example. Well, these are the pennies. Yeah, you can pick up, I pick up my pennies right around the Christmas and New Year's. A couple of weeks before Christmas, not too much earlier. It's the Christmas effect. People go through their couch, pulling out every coin they can. They go through drawers, find it all, take it back so they can buy Christmas presents for the kids. What's this one? 1952 buy. I don't know if that's recorded or not. It's got crud on it. No matter. I keep them with or without the crud. There's the crud. 1952. That's a buy, all right. That's what a buy looks like. Now you know. But that's the time to pick up the pennies. And, I sort them here and there. It takes a couple of months to go through, 10 boxes. I got probably 14, 15. I don't know. I lost count. But figure a dozen boxes would get you a year. Well, what is that? 2,500 times 12? I don't know. I haven't done the math. It's a, $300-400. Good enough. That's a cool buy. Yeah, I keep these. Record them up. Got something going on in his head. It's kind of mashed up. This is not a winner of a coin. But yeah, I collect them. Save, it's a penny, right? The holder is 8 cents. It's probably more than a penny. I don't know if it's more than it's worth, but I'm going to keep it. We got, what's this one? What's this one? Okay, here's a dime. You keep dimes or just pennies? Because you can keep everything, really. Let's see if we can get that out. What do you got? This says 2017 P S chip number 1. There it is. Big fat die chip on his eyebrow, lip. Anything on his nose? Maybe a little tiny one on his nose. Yeah, I'm sick with this. Amy's back. She could not go to sleep. They're talking about coins. They're talking about coins. I have to get back to the computer. Yeah, that's a big fat die chip right above his head. You got that, wart thing going on right here. 2017. Now, do you keep the fully split bands on the New Year's? Here you got more chips. Well, that's why. You get the chip on his face, the chip on the left oak leaf, chip down the center, here, there, here, that big beehive looking thing. Any more? This side looks pretty clean. Sometimes you get them up, sometimes you get dye chips up here in the flame. These are the big spots to find them. You find them around the base of the flame, all around the leaves, and down the stems. And you find them all around here. Much like that one is a dye chip. On the face, on the outdoors, you always get dye cracks along the base. You get so many along the base of the neck, I don't even keep them. But you find them around the eyes, right? All around the eyebrows. You find them on the nose, and you find them around the smile lines. These are all the places where it's kind of raised, but there's a deep depression right close. So it's a flat field, and then it drops off suddenly. That seems to be a popular place for them. You find them in the, somewhere in the hair, right? Sometimes around the ear. But these are pretty small around the ear. That might be one here. But this is a pretty good size. A lot of times they're small, like this one right here in the, the gut milk line. Keep laptops off your lap. You're right, man. You're just irradiating. You'll never have kids that are normal if you don't. Ain't gonna happen. Tablet, take it to bed with me. Wow. They say kissing a smoker is just like kissing an ashtray. So when I'm really hard up, I just go to bed with my ashtray. Come on, baby. All right, what do you got here? 86p. The Clash. I got boxes of these. We could just look at every darn one of them, and it'd take forever. What's a Clash on a 1986p look like? We got to find it. Big spot to see it on the obverse, right in front of the hair. That's a common spot to see it. I bet you we'll see it on the back, and it'll be shaped like his neck. Let's look for the neckline in the back. I'm not seeing much here. That neckline's easy to pick out. There it is. There's your neckline. Right here. And let's look for more Clash. That's a pretty minor Clash. There's a bit of his forehead here. There you go, Clash right in there. So that's his neck. That's the back of his head. Is that right? No, that's his chin. That's his chin. The back of his head is over here on the right. That's FDR's chin. Well, keep them. Don't keep them. You close up air vents and burn them down. I was going to go scare people on the elevator, but Ken was on. Man, you do what you got to do with them elevators. My big thing on elevators, I grow rutabagas out in the garden because you can't get rutabagas around here at all. What is this? Here's a die crack on a 41S. See if we can see this. And it says Choice BU, so MS63. And a little spotty. Where's the die crack? That's a small S on that. Good color on it. Maybe it's in the back. There it is. Let's see what we got. Where the hell they go? Oh, this is going to be very hard to see. In here, starts at just about exactly 3 o'clock. extends up 45 degrees, comes up to around here, and then I don't see any more. And I don't see a secondary. Yeah, I think that's it. Pretty much, if you look at the area under the toothpick, let's see, right now, that's a die crack. Pretty unexciting, but I keep the darn things. Linda is far too jumpy, so I never get my scare the crap out of someone fix. I'm sure you could do it. Get some water balloons. Ooh, there's another one up there. There's another one. Any more? Well, it's in 1941. How do you look up close? How's the color on that? Yeah, I give it a 63 probably. There's that color. So good car wheels. Shelly H here? There she is. Oh, we're just killing time, talking coins. People are bantering. There's 15 of us. That's plenty. It's a gang. We're just ganging up on each other. What's that? We saw that one already. What's that? What's that? 1951D. Here's another buy. Bye-bye. Where'd you go? There's another buy. 51D. Oh, this one I found just the other day. Yeah, Kazan coins number 30. Wow. Number 30. 51D has lots of buy errors. You want to get some of those. I got 53D RPM next in line. What's this one going to look like? And it doesn't have any number. Well, it's a crap coin, really. I mean, where'd you go? It's got crap all over that. Okay, 53D RPM. Okay, it's an RPM. Let's get in there close and have a look. Would you identify this as an RPM if you came across it? Boy, that's tough right there. Yeah, that's a good focus. See, the bottom is kind of sticking out to right side, right about 4 to 5 o'clock, right down in this section. That's it. That's the RPM. Now, see the way that little arc kind of sticks out? A lot of times you have these repunched Ds where you have just, you know, pieces just kind of sticking out. Let's say my head is the D, and you just get these little horns. One up here, maybe, how do I do this? One down there, just horns sticking out. You know. But if you know what to look for, they'll jump out at you. They're a lot easier to find. Once you find a few, it gets real easy. They jump out at you. You get faster because of it. Let's see what these are. Die chip reverse on a small date 60D. Find a die chip here. Why would I keep a die chip? Oh, it's a beehive. That's why. There's a big die chip on the side of that. 60D small date. All right, yeah. Am I too anal to keep these? Well, that's pretty darn minor. What's this one? 16 DDR. And it says closest to WDDR number 7. Okay, it's a nickel. So we're probably looking in the doorway here. Zoom up just a bit. R, that's reverse. It should be in the doorway. Well, I don't see a damn thing here. Where do you look for DDRs in these nickels? Well, first you got to look for that pick. I'll find that with my foot tomorrow, I bet. And then you look for the razor blade. There it is. Sharpen her up. That's a toothpick. Okay, it says DDR, so I must have seen it somewhere. We don't see it now. I'm looking, first thing I'm going to do is look to the center of the coin, which is right about here. Right? That's like the center of the coin. Watch this line below the window, right above the, whatever the heck this piece is, the soffit, right? See that that's straight, especially across here. You must make sure the bottom of that window is straight and evenly spaced, and this is straight all the way across. Right here, this thing is a good spot to find doubling. It'll look extra thick. But the place that jumps out the most is around, there it is, right there, is around this door. Right, especially at the top of this door and also on the tops of these two long windows. But right up here on the top of that door, boy, this is hard to see, but let me see if I can zoom in a little more. Can you make anything out on this? This is damn hard to see. The nickel is so shinier. Well, I don't know if you can make that out. But there's a second, oh, let me shade it. Let me shade that. You should see below the entry of the door, there's a secondary door inside. This should be, a wrinkle, and that's it. But here I got the wrinkle around the doorway and this extra bit just below the top of the doorway. That's all it is. They're really minor. It's those Class 8s. You get them on the Lincoln Memorial, all around the statue. You get them on the nickels, right? You get them on the dimes, around the oak leaves, down the center of the fasces. And hey, keep them, don't keep them. How many steps we got? It's garbled. Darn shame. Got nothing going on here. Little contact marks. Yeah, but you can find these, and maybe they're good for $1. What's this next one? 51 D over D over D, and it's RPM number 8 on Wexler and on copper coins. Let's see if we can see this one. There's a spot of doo-doo on the back. Where are you? Oh, spot of doo-doo on the front. Okay, I'm going to tilt that. That's a repunch mint mark right there. If I get the light just right, we can see the upper serif. There, that's not too bad. That's a pretty good shot. And on the inside, that 1D is kind of twisted. There, perfect. See, that's the splits and the serif on that mint mark. I try to explain, and sometimes it's just, just a line. This is a huge split right there. Let's see if I get that to sharpen a little more. There we go, huge one. That's Wexler RPM number 8 and copper coins number 8. Triple repunch. People like these, and that's a pretty good example right there. Real shiner for a 51 DDD. That's a shiner, but it's got crud on the back. Damn it. Well, not a whole lot of crud, just enough to give me anxiety. There's a piece of crud, and we had a little spot here. So there on top of the. Yeah, I hate crud. Man, who wants crud? Got some dye deterioration here, not a whole lot. Yep, how many wheat lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is the magic number. Well, that's an RPM, all right. Yep, that's what you're looking at, is that little split. And of course, over there from noon to about 3 o'clock and down the center. And if you compare that with Wexler number 8, that'll tell you what it is. That's about it. Well, it's a good one, except for that gorge. No matter. What's this one? Struck through at Liberty. Let's look at it. All right. This is a 1964 proof, so I gotta be gentle the way I handle it. I don't want to finger it up. I've been playing with Play-Doh. Oh, there it is. You'll find these little fine threads, and it's probably like a metal filing or something like that. It's not wire. That's string, lint. Yeah, it's struck through. And if I can get the camera just right, you'll be able to see the difference in the contrast there. And they drop right out. And you get these. How big is it? How big do they get? I've seen pretty big ones. This is fairly medium size for the amount of coverage or affected area. And just, something got in the die, something got in the coin, squish it right in. Spiderweb? Could be, man. Those are pretty strong things. I suppose, is that a union job in there? We don't do spiderwebs. That's not my job. And that's a 64 proof. There it is. A little spot below the date, but that looks pretty good over here. Maybe. Come on. We will never know. Heck with it. I'll put it back in. There. Just have to get them started and they go right in. What's this one? Clash, reverse. Obverse has that one's unexciting. That's a linear plate bubble. And this is for educational purposes. That big plating blister in front of his head. Clash on the reverse on a 99. Let's find it. We're going to find it. Look to Bay 4. There you go. Right there. That's his back of his neck. And over here, that's under his chin. Probably a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. A little bit more up there. .99 close AM. As it should be. There's another buy. Oops. 50 what? 5070. There it is. A little die chip in the date. But in the BIE. There it is. Well, it's kind of a full sausage on the E, but in between it's not a full sausage. Can you see any of the date at the top of the memorial building? Some of those deep clashes get, no, that wasn't that deep. That just had, inside the bays. There we go. Yeah, we could look at these forever and not run out. Seriously, there's that many of them out there. You can find these small and minor items easy enough. Just have to go through a lot of coins to get them. All right, we've been on for an hour and a half. To tell you the truth, I'm sort of drag ass. I think it's time for me to take a nap. Go do my thing. Gotta clean up this desk and table and everything else. God, what a freaking mess. How does it get like this? I don't want it to get like this, but then I get these, and okay, everything stops in the house. And I haven't done the dishes since 2 years before these came in. I gotta work on that. Hola from my live stream. Hey, California Coins. Good to see you. All right. Well, California's live. We go on over and visit him. I'm going to go find my pillow. Take me a little nap. I want to thank you guys for stopping in. And you stay groovy.